Today we would be talking about a new product.
So right now Chrome has all the bells and whistles. It has too many ads coming up. You don't know where to click, hundreds of pages and all of that stuff.
It's almost like Chrome and ChatGPT having a baby together. I think people are still not using these tools as much. I think the value these tools give is immense. So they make it so easy that you can actually import everything from your Chrome into the Comet Browser. So last time when I tried it, it applied 8 jobs for me.
Typically when you go to ChatGPT right now and you ask it to like search the browser and take certain things or get a summary of something, it only goes to websites which doesn't need any kind of authentication and gets the information.
I think that's why I said like it's ChatGPT, Chrome having a baby together. So it's actually taking everything to the next level. I basically asked it to look at all my portfolio, suggest me one stock that I should drop, one stock that I should invest more in, the same money which I have dropped on. It actually gave me suggestions of dropping one stock and putting that money into my existing Nvidia portfolio.
How everything product can do better compared to Lenny's podcast. It's basically doing like scraping kind of world and taking actions, right? So it can do all of that for you. Man, the automation is going to be crazy.
Previously, how I used to do this, I copy the whole thing into ChatGPT, then do a lot of back and forth and all. But now it's actually doing all of that work for you.
One thing which I observed is, people talk about agents and all. However, they're not able to probably like visually or like see it live, how it all actually comes together, actually works. Hey everyone, welcome to our podcast, Everything Product. In this podcast, we talk about latest AI developments and product concepts. Today, we would be talking about a new product from Perplexity called Comet. We'll be exploring that and see how that's gonna revolutionize the search experience. So before that, maybe we'll do a quick intro. So I'm Srinath. I'm a product manager based out of Seattle.
Hey, this is Sid Saladi.
Hi everyone, this is Funny Uyuru.
So I think we have been getting a lot of comments saying, please do videos of exploring new tools. I think that's why we are trying to explore Comet here. And we haven't played much with Comet, so we are actually exploring the tool while we are actually recording the video. So please forgive us if there are any mistakes here. But before getting into the video, I want to explain or walk you through how the onboarding experience of this browser is, right? So a basic understanding of what Comet is, right? So take our regular browser, which is Chrome, right? The most popular browser. What you do, right? So you go, you search, and the default search is Google. You get the answers, right? And you have also ways to bookmark stuff, add plugins, and so on and so forth. But what Perplexity and Comet are doing here is, so they're intertwining the browsing experience with a assistant. So imagine previously, like if you wanted to get a quick summary of an article, what you used to do, right? You copy that article into ChatGPT and ask it to say, can you summarize it for me? But now what you can actually do is you go, you do your regular browsing and you find that, okay, I want to learn about this more. And the assistant is basically on the right side of the screen. You go in and ask it, type a prompt saying, can you summarize this or give me more context here or find similar articles like this or give me all the articles that I've published in this topic. Perplexity can actually do it for you. And it can also do actions and perform actions for you, which will actually look and see how it's almost like Chrome and ChatGPT having a baby together.
So something like a stripped down version, I guess, right? So right now Chrome has all the bells and whistles. It has too many ads coming up. You don't know where to click, hundreds of pages and all of that stuff. So this one basically is, I mean, it's built on Chrome, so it's just still a fork of Chrome. So it has all the things that typically Chrome has. But the search functionality would change, like a stripped down version, very simple.
Yeah, and they made the onboarding so easy, right? So imagine I'm so accustomed to Chrome. I have like all the bookmarks, plugins, and all of that stuff. Like it will be very hard for me to move to a new browser. So what, like as soon as the Comet browser opens, what they do is they ask you to select a Chrome profile. So they make it so easy that you can actually import everything from your Chrome into the Comet browser. So that's taking all of the hardship which you have to do to create a new experience which you had, personalized experience which you had in Chrome. So the cost of switching is not much, right? When they create that. So onboarding was really good. Yeah, I think it's a really easy experience, right? So let's maybe go and explore. I have a couple of use cases to start with, and I know, Funny, you're also exploring some use cases. So let's explore them as we see the browser here. So let me share my screen first. So let me first start with one use case which I thought was really interesting. So I'll go to my LinkedIn. Last, can you please find a
Interesting prompt. I'm sure a lot of people will be searching for this.
see and
So, Sidhu, you went to LinkedIn and then searched for this. So you have to be on that specific website to search for this. Is that
so I
what
think
you're trying to show?
one advantage here is that normally when you try to do this through agent mode in ChatGPT, the agents are not actually able to take a password and username and password and log in for yourself. But what Comet enables here is you can log in by yourself and ask it to take actions on your LinkedIn profile.
Mm.
So imagine, so it's also taking actions for you. So and this is a prompt which I tried with n number of AI tools. None of them succeeded. But see what it does.
While this is coming, how this would be different from like a Google AI assistant or something?
Google AI Assistant cannot log into your Google LinkedIn profile for.
But here
I
you're
mean, they
already
cannot.
logged in, right? Here you're
I think
already
what
logged
Sidhu
in.
means is not logging in. Even though you're logged in, they can't take actions in your profile. Sidhu, that's what you're trying to say, right?
I think there is so any browser, any assistant can take um, actions against you, but the problem comes with sensitivity of the password. So when you try with Manus or ChatGPT, when you give it your password and username, it says it's sensitive information. I cannot log in on your behalf. But here, what you're doing is you're already logging in because it's a browser and asking it to take actions for you. So essentially, when you're using the other AI tools, the login is the breaking point because it can't take sensitive information. It's not able to log in, and you stop there.
Mm.
Got it.
Yeah. So it's
Now,
so I think
let me rephrase it this way, right? So typically when you go to ChatGPT right now and you ask it to like search the browser and take certain things or get a summary of something, it only goes to websites which doesn't need any kind of authentication and gets the information. Now the problem this is solving is, given that you're already logged into certain thing, now when you ask it to take an action, it is able to like search within your profile or within your account and stuff, or within the entire website on behalf of you and take actions.
and one other beautiful thing is this also has an MCP integration, and you can connect it to your any of the note taking apps like Notion and so on and so forth. So what it does is like, and I can ask it to create a post from a newsletter which I have written from the Notion page, and it'll actually do that and post it for you or schedule it for you.
Nice.
And one other thing is like when I asked it to apply for jobs, right? It actually knows that it cannot go to external websites and log in. So what it does is it intuitively says that, okay, let me use the LinkedIn easy apply option. So it's actually trying to succeed in whatever task you give it. And when you see, it's actually, there is an preview of which page it's actually going into. So it actually opened another tab and it's actually going into the jobs page and it's looking for jobs and applying for it. So last time when I tried it, it applied 8 jobs for me.
Wow.
And I got confirmations here. And whenever it goes to an external website, it tells you, right, I can't apply, I can't take credentials for you.
But here, given that you're already
Probably.
logged in, that's not a problem.
Yeah, and one other thing, right? Let me tell you another use case. So I have Substack, right? So if I want to do any analysis on my Substack, like the number of shares, the number of subscribers, and all of that stuff, every time I did all of that analysis, it was external. But now what I do is I log into the dashboard and the terminal, which I have access to. And I ask Comet to do all the analysis and give me what the most popular posts are. and it's actually able to do that because it has now rich analytics. Previously, I had to export all of that, put it into ChatGPT, and ask it to do the analysis.
Makes sense.
So will it also easy like apply for us if it's only easy apply within LinkedIn?
Yeah, that's what I was telling, right? So it actually applied for 6 or 7 jobs for me,
Okay.
even though I'm not looking for a job. But it actually stopped after that, saying that my workflow timed out. But I think maybe because, like, obviously, right, it's burning a lot of GPUs power in the background, so they are trying to limit all of these workflows. But I think if you get like the pro version, you can apply for all the jobs in the last 24 hours using Easy Apply. So, and I think the number of job applicants will even balloon. Previously, with all the AI tools, it's already like so many people applying for every job, and now I think it's everybody on LinkedIn will apply for every job on LinkedIn, kind of thing. Yeah. So it's doing all of that, right? So it says like perfect, a save dialogue, and it also like, see, application for, so it actually applied for all of these roles. And what it intuitively does is, right, like even for LinkedIn Easy Apply, it asks you certain details, right? What it does is it goes to your LinkedIn profile to figure out can it answer those questions or no. If there are questions which it cannot answer, then it'll ask you, okay, I cannot answer this, can you give me more information?
Nice.
Right. So I think let's do another use case. So imagine we are building a product and we are also going to explore maybe a competitor's product and their reviews on Trustpilot. Should we do that?
Okay. Yeah.
So what product are we exploring? Reviews of which
Actually,
product?
let's do one thing, right?
Hmm.
Let's take Lenny's podcast.
Okay.
So let's say we are trying to understand how he is doing, like what are the different things he's doing and stuff. Let's say we are trying to do our podcast competitor analysis. Okay. Now let's give a prompt to say, hey, I'm trying to understand how everything product can do better compared to Lenny's podcast. Okay. Do all the research on this portal, tell what customers are telling, and tell me what else I can do. And I've seen recently that Lenny's podcast became like #1 podcast in
It also
tech,
crossed all
something like that.
Yeah. It also
Yeah, that's what I saw. I'm like, dude, this is crazy.
Yeah, that's amazing. What's done. Yep.
So congrats, Lenny, to getting that, because especially Lenny being in the product niche, right? Like us. So yeah, I think we should be
Yeah.
proud of that too. So I'm trying to
100%.
understand how everything product can do better compared to Lenny's podcast. Find trends and topics that similar group of people, right? Okay. So, and
I mean,
also
even from a
observe, right?
product management perspective, right? Yeah, even from a product management perspective, this is really good thing, because when I try to do like competitor analysis for like my competitors, I don't have to like spend crazy amount of time. At least this will be a good start. I'm sure the analysis might not be exactly what I want, but this will be a very good start.
Yeah. And I think it did a like a quick overall. It says that big themes: AI, product led, contemporary. Talks about actions, tactical advice, credible guess. Okay, relevance, community. Use tactical hands-on walkthroughs, spotlight. Okay, underdog stories. All of that. So it's giving some suggestions. It also talks about guess. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, nice. So it's telling add live Q&As, AMAs, and hands-on sessions. Add failed product takedowns. Oh, that's a good idea. We are doing a like fun like explorations, right? It's also telling, okay, do the teardowns of certain things. Okay.
I'm also doing another one. Just give me takeaways from this page. I want to see how it's actually extracting information from this page.
While you do that, Sidhu, like a lot of things are running in mind. So, for example, I use Monarch for financial planning, tracking, and all of those things. Now, if I log into Monarch and then if I ask it with a prompt to say, hey, give me a summary of everything that's happening here and give me a summary of what else I can do. Same thing with Robinhood or same thing with like any other like fintech, like
I
investing
also
kind of
I
apps. Yeah,
actually
this
tried
is
it with
amazing.
Robinhood. So what I asked it is, I basically asked it to look at all my portfolio, see how the growth has been in the last 5 or 6 years. Suggest me one stock that I should drop, one stock that I should invest more in, the same money which I have dropped on. It actually gave me suggestions of um, dropping one stock. I think it was some EV stock, and putting that money into my existing Nvidia portfolio.
Mm,
And it also gave me like all the details of why I should do that and how the growth should be and all of that.
nice.
So previously, how I used to do this
I
is copy the whole thing into ChatGPT, then do a lot of back and forth and all. But now it's actually doing all of that work for you.
I can imagine like a bunch of things even on enterprise level, right? So let's say you're using your Salesforce account and then you're trying to do something with your customers and then you tell that, hey, I have a new lead. Now I need to set up like their organization, probably set up like some onboarding things and stuff. Just tell it to say, hey, perform all these things for this customer. It's basically doing like scraping kind of world and taking actions, right? So it can do all of that for you. Man, the automation is going to be crazy.
Yeah, that's right. So I think that's why I said like it's ChatGPT, Chrome having a baby together. So it's actually taking everything to the next level.
And I think here is where the prompt engineering is going to be next level, right? For example, take the same example that I was talking about, Salesforce. Once someone nails down that prompt for a new customer, down the line, your SOP would be, hey, once you onboard a new customer, use this prompt and paste it here. It's going to take all the actions. And you just follow through it and make sure everything looks good.
Yep.
Lovely.
So many use cases.
So, what did it give, Sidhu?
I think it gave like AI products. So this is like all the high impact takeaways. So pricing AI and future work, framework, product builder mindset. So it's basically giving the summary of all the podcasts within this page and highlighting it just for product managers.
Makes sense.
If you see, right,
Cool.
whenever we go to a new page, it actually highlights that page here. So it tells you that I'm looking at that page when you ask me a question. If you see here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So should like what
Actually,
all
let's do one thing to take an action, Sidhu, on this one. Can we give something like find a podcast that is related to uh, a new Perplexity product launch and give me a summary based on that? No, on this one itself. Let's say I want to find a podcast on Lenny, something related to this.
find a podcast?
Let's do one thing. Find a podcast interview on one of vibe coding tools that Lenny did. I mean, it's a very bad way of phrasing it, but something like I want to find a podcast interview
You're
that
trying to
ended
find
with
a
some vibe
similar.
coding.
Are you trying to find something which probably gives us a good framework, or are you doing want to do it
No,
general
I'm
one?
just trying to say, hey, let's say I want to listen to some vibe coding CEO. Okay. And now I have to go there. I don't know, let's say what the vibe coding tools are. Okay. Or I don't know all the tools that are there. Let's say I want to just find out. Now, basically, it's just going and figuring out within this page what are all the things that are available.
So see, when you see, right, it's actually going searching. If you see, it's doing the actions for you. When it does the actions for you, it actually highlights all of these.
Oh,
So you have like a blue color.
Previously, it didn't show, right? Like for LinkedIn, when we were trying to do, it didn't show
Yeah,
there.
it
But
only So imagine, right, like when it's able to do that without actually taking actions, it will do it for you. Yeah. But previously, when
Okay.
it was applying in LinkedIn, it was actually opening another browser. So that's why it didn't highlight here. So it actually found as a
I like this summary also.
yeah.
Yeah, I like this summary also. See that. So it's telling that, hey, Lenny did not do a feature on on vibe coding tools, but it published a detailed article on the community roundup, and the key points are these. Now, can you tell? Give me the podcast he did with Lovable CEO.
And as it's actually searching, I think when we did the lovable video, right? I think we all unanimously said that lovable is like the best tool which we have tried out. And I think that time all of these tools were competing, but now I think it's pretty evident that lovable is the winner. It's doing like 100 million ARR. It seems.
Yeah.
Looking at one article, I think just this morning, on the top AI tools based on the revenue, Gemini is first. I'm like, dude, you can't say Gemini is first because like it's like the front facing interface for like search, and obviously it's making money out of that.
No funny, like if you remember, right, like when we were having this discussion 2 weeks back, I was saying like Gemini actually had that inflection point like a month ago, because I think deep search is good with Gemini nowadays because it goes to so many sources. Yeah. It actually found
I
the
think with
video
Gemini
tools.
2.5 Pro, it's been really good. The Gemini 2.5 Pro, I think, is probably been a deal breaker in the recent times for them.
So it actually found the podcast, and it's also giving you like all the information, the episode summary and all of that.
Nice, I love this.
Yep.
Same workflow we had to basically
Think of it like this, right? And think of it like this, right? So voice mode and this one, your life changes like crazy. You can just sit back in the chair and then click on that voice mode, tell actions to it, it'll figure out, take actions for you. Yeah.
and it has voice mode also.
This is a really good example.
It actually has voice mode, which you don't have in other browsers, right? Like when you have to do ChatGPT, I think voice mode only works on mobile, right? So there's no specific voice mode here, but
Mobile,
it
yeah.
works here. So yeah,
Nice.
I think it's a
Pretty
good demo.
I think one of the things, I think one of the big takeaway, I think for a lot of folks, one thing which I observed is, people talk about agents and all. However, they're not able to probably like visually or like see it live, how it all actually comes together, actually works. I think this exploration is a really good example for all the viewers out there to see how all these different interact and people can use it.
And one other thing which I can
Actually, I
say
want to
is,
ask one more thing, Sidhu.
yeah,
Do you think it can actually build tools too? Like, for example, let's take all the vibe coding tools, right? Let's say you own a website and then you want to make certain changes. The reason I'm asking is, will this Comet browser be a competing tool to the vibe coding tools, or is just a browser search and agents on top of it?
I don't know, like every other company is now releasing the vibe coding tools. So Figma has their own vibe coding tool. GitHub released their vibe coding tool called Spark. And I don't know, like I think we should try this. We should maybe open Lovable and give it instructions to control Lovable. Something like that.
Can you try it out? Let's see.
I don't know how to use it in production, Funny.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. But we can.
It's
I
like
think we
one
should,
agent talking to another agent and building something.
yeah, I think that's
Live
the
product
future.
here.
But I think everybody who's watching this, right? I think people are still not using these tools as much. I think the value these tools give is immense. Like even now, I think out of 100 product managers which I talk to, only like 5 to 10 people are actually using these tools. Rest of all are like, I know about this, I have tried it, but I think you should embed all of these into your workflows and see the magic that comes out of it. And only if your
Hopefully
company
this
allows,
video
obviously,
helps
right?
our
Only if
viewers.
your company allows. I know that a lot of people might be working for banking, healthcare, where there's more sensitive information. But if your companies allow it, please do it.
hopefully this video helps all the viewers out there to see how this helps them. Because one of the biggest things which I see like from my friends is like, oh, there's so many out there. I don't know. I don't have time to go into each tool to see the value. But I think we picking up some of the best ones in these podcasts will probably help our users to explore.
Yeah.
More.
And nowadays, go to Instagram, they're like, you want to do this new AI tool. You want to try this new AI tool. I'm like, dude, this is crazy. The amount of
Yeah.
that are coming up. Yeah.
I think we should also do like a take two second part for this, where we three have tried the Comet browser, and we can maybe bring in like 3 or 4 use cases on how product managers can accelerate their workflows. I think we should definitely try to do that.
That is true.
All right.
Awesome, Sidhu. This is great. Yeah. Thanks for showing the demo.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, Siddharth.